Expedition 33 recently got all of its Game of the Year awards revoked after it came out that the devs had used AI generated assets in the development of the game. Now, people are pretty pissed about it, some people are kind of fine with it. I'm kind of in the middle. Let's talk about it. Before we continue, please subscribe and like if you want to see more content like this. I upload every single weekday without failure for you beautiful, beautiful people. Alright, let's go. So the director of the game actually came out and made a statement about this entire AI thing. And he said, "I think we agree when it comes to anything creative, our answer is essentially no. It's like taking away all the joy of creating a game. We love making games, we love creating. Creating is one of the most beautiful things people can do. So when it comes to creation, our answer is a firm no. Nothing in the game will come from AI. We state this clearly, it's a firm no for us. Beyond that, I don't have a formed opinion, science, responsibility, process, and so on. It doesn't matter to me as long as it works. But when it comes to creative things and things that must come from the heart, for us it means a definite no." So here's what all the craze is all about. Apparently, what Expedition 33 did is that they used AI generated placeholders in the making of the game. Once the placeholders needed to be removed and replaced, they replaced them with real, actual, human-made, artist-created assets. I think we're blowing this AI thing a tad bit out of proportion. Absolutely, I agree with what you guys are saying. AI in gaming is bad. And I'm talking bad as in... Why am I saying bad like that? As if I have a fucking Milwaukee accent. So although this was just placeholders, the competition or contest, whatever, it has a very strict no AI policy, and because of that, they did kind of tarnish the game's entire like big moment they had going on, and everyone's pissed now. Me personally, here's what I think about the whole AI thing. I'm gonna say that I agree with what the publisher said. Anything creative, absolutely not. Keep that shit away from my video games. I remember a while back we saw the Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I'll post some pictures right up on the screen for you. I think there's like achievements or whatever, and they're like very obviously AI generated. Boo! Boo! Throw some tomatoes at it. Boo! That shit fucking sucks. I don't want to see any of that in my video games. I don't want artists being replaced by this AI slop. I don't want to see that shit at fucking all. However, I will say, although I am against AI being used for things like character designs, map designs, gun skins, etc., 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 I am fine with AI being used under the hood of game development, as in assisting and helping with coding. I'm talking about making NPCs smarter, their behaviors being smarter and more catered towards the player. And of course, testing, like having placeholders. I don't think it's such a big deal to put AI generated placeholders when you know you're going to take them out later on. I don't think it makes sense to judge a game off of what it was in its early stages when we should be judging a game on what it is as a finished product. Now, there's a lot of people that argue that AI is completely fine. It's not, dude, it's not. Let's just talk about it. It doesn't have a soul. AI does not have a soul. It is a machine generated thing. It's not something that makes you really feel anything. It might look nice, but it's not really gonna have that human touch that is needed for a piece of art like a video game. I don't want to see AI art in anything. I'm so sick of seeing AI stuff everywhere constantly for things that are human. For things that are human. I want my AI to do my dishes so I can make my art. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that expression before, but I've been hearing that here and there now with this whole AI craze going on. I want AI to do all the mundane, boring tasks so I can do all of the fun, interesting, deeper human tasks. And having an AI do those human tasks, which it can't do, by the way, it can replicate it, it can copy it, it can try to, but then you come out with 7 fingers out the other end. It can't be a human because it doesn't understand what it means to be a human. It's not like you or me. We are human. And I think that's a beautiful thing about us that we shouldn't be taking away. We should not be replacing what makes us so special. That isn't the way to go about these things. Besides the human touch stuff, but besides me getting all emotional right there, let's talk about like just genuine originality and ethics. AI slop is slop because it doesn't make its own thing. You cannot tell an AI to come up with its own idea. It is physically impossible. It's physically impossible. Why? Because it's gonna steal what others have already put on the internet. That is what AI does. It just takes. It does not create anything. You can make something up in your brain. You can make up some weird, wacky shit up in your brain and put it on a piece of paper. AI could never do that. What AI would do is search Google, find something, and then make something out of that. So not only is it unoriginal slop, on top of that, it's actually stealing from artists that have put their life, soul, blood, sweat, tears, come into this fucking shit, dude. And it really, I need to bring up, and I hate the fact that I'm about to bring this up, but I really do need to bring this up. The Studio Ghibli style. Dude, oh my days. It is so depressing that anytime I watch some Studio Ghibli animation, I unfortunately think of AI, because AI has stolen so much of their hard fucking work and made some watered down, shadier version of it. And it really does suck that that's what has happened. Stealing from artists who actually fucking have the talent, that actually care about what they're making, just so they could be like, oh look guys, it's me, but it's Studio Ghibli. Fuck off. With all that being said, AI is the big boogeyman. In the things I just mentioned, it is a valid boogeyman. Like I said, AI has zero, listen to me, zero place in human artistic endeavors. It has no place there. But I do think AI does have a use in non-artistic endeavors. I remember hearing somewhere that they now have a way to predict and treat breast cancer before it starts affecting a human through AI. And I think that is fantastic. I think that's amazing. And I saw people genuinely mad because they saw the 2 letters AI and they're like, oh, AI equals bad. That means this entire technology right here to literally save lives is bad. That's where we are now with the whole AI hate train. I get it. The AI hate train is valid at a certain extent. It is valid. For the artistic expenditures, it is valid. But when it comes to non-artistic decisions, non-artistic things, I think AI is perfectly fine. I think using AI to be able to do something like predict cancer before it even strikes, I think that's an amazing thing. I think being able to use AI for game development is not wrong. Routine programming tasks, sample codes, just things like that. It will speed up development so that the human devs can focus on the more complex, creative, difficult parts of coding that an AI could not come up with. It really is like having a very efficient junior programmer who just never sleeps. And I think it's convenient, and I think it can help in game dev. Obviously, as I mentioned, not in the more complex stuff, but in the small things that are just repetitive, boring tasks, code or like lines of code that maybe a coder's like, you know what, I don't really need to do this. I can just offset this to an AI. I think that's perfectly fine, and I don't see any problem with that. Now, I do want to talk about smarter game AI, as I think this is actually a really cool topic, and I want to bring up a interview with Hideo Kojima, as he actually did talk about this. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Okay, so as you can see right here, Hideo Kojima prioritizes AI-driven enemy behavior over visuals. Hideo Kojima has clarified his stance on the role of artificial intelligence. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, rather than having AI create visuals or anything like that, I'm more interested in using AI in the control systems. He elaborated that players approach games with vastly different habits and physical tendencies, especially like something like an open world game, absolutely, which directly influence how they move, react, and engage with mechanics. According to Kojima, these individual differences are rarely accounted for in traditional design models, resulting in experiences that feel rigid or predictable across players. For example, if you have 100 players, each of them will have their own habits and tendencies, their sense of control, how they move, all of that differs from person to person, he explained. Kojima believes that AI can be used to adjust gameplay dynamically, compensating for these variations and in turn creating more nuanced interactions. This approach, he suggests, allows the game itself to respond to the player rather than forcing the player to adapt entirely to fixed systems. And I'm talking like really weird, wacky shit, you know what I mean? I'm talking about an AI character, like an NPC, reacting differently to what outfit you wear. I think one super cool way to use AI would be if a enemy boss you encountered at the start of the game, you fight the boss, and then you end up fighting that boss again later on in the game. However, this time, later on in the game uses AI to see how you play. It uses AI to see what items you use, what kind of dodges you do, what kind of attack patterns you have, and then creates a boss that will maneuver and counter your exact playstyle, forcing you to switch things up and to get wacky with it. Imagine how cool that would be. I think that's where the potential lies in AI. I completely agree with what Kojima said on the topic. Absolutely, fully agree. Also, I think AI is just good for using as placeholders. I don't really see this as being such a big deal. I mean, so what? It's a placeholder and they're going to be removed anyway, like after on. It's not meant to be used for the final product. I don't get why people are so up in arms over AI generated placeholders. I could get it if it wasn't like the final game, but a placeholder, like, come on guys, we're starting to get a little too angry over dumb things that really don't matter that much. I think my conclusion is basically that AI should be used as a tool to assist game devs in finishing games faster and more efficiently, and also to be used as something that could be kind of cool for like NPC interactions, boss fights, etc., instead of as something to replace genuine artistry, the work, time, and effort that these artists put into making characters, into designing these worlds. It should not be undermined and replaced by ChatGPT. Instead, it should be celebrated and pushed to the forefront, while the AI does some of the smaller work in the background to help these developers push these games out to you. That's all I have to say on the topic. What do you think about it? Do you think AI has zero place at all, no matter what? Or do you think the exact opposite, that AI should be used? In that case, you're wrong. But tell me what you think in the comments. I want to continue the discussion. Make sure to please like and subscribe. I will be posting every single day for you beautiful people. And that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Have a nice Christmas. I know that's coming up. I don't celebrate, but, you know, yeah. Bye. Mwah.